Are you ready for the heavyweight championship of the world? Are you ready?
I don't know if we mentioned this already. There was one particular name that I think stood out. Who was in the crowd?
Man, look, one of the greatest of all time, Stevie Wonder.
Yes, man. And then he, when a legend comes into the room, you got to hand him a mic. You got to, steal his.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to.
He was able to share some thoughts. And then I think it got everybody thinking, soon as you see somebody cameo on a Verzuz, they're not far from being on stage themselves, right? And their name on the marquee. So me and Bill talked about this in the past, the people we would like to see on a Verzuz stage. Swizz Beats. Bill, you enlighten me. What happened with Swizz Beats today?
He sent a tweet out and he put Stevie Wonder versus
who? So we've had this discussion before, Bill. Maybe you've bought into to some new names into the fold. Who do you think Stevie Wonder could go up against? Do you remember who I said?
I remember who you said.
Who did I say?
And once you said it, the light bulb came on. I'm like, bro, you're right. Lionel Richie.
I think Lionel Richie will match
Lionel Richie.
Some people think he could go up against the Smokey. I do not think it's fair to go up against Smokey because of Smokey's writing credits. Smokey's responsible for almost the entire catalog of Motown. And whenever you have that I think Smokey needs to go up against Barry Gordy or somebody, or Barry Gordy go up against Quincy. I just don't think that's a fair matchup because his name is just on so many big records of Motown, and Stevie Wonder is basically the star that Motown built. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's a wise decision to put them against each other.
Stevie Wonder's writing credits is crazy too, though.
I feel you, but everything. Go ahead.
But this is what I would say about this, though. When you think about some of that 80s music, Part-Time Lover, some of that music, and then you go to Hello.
Oh, you back on Lionel, yeah.
Back on Lionel, it kind of goes.
I think they fit.
They fit.
They mesh. They got the 70s era. You could play Commodores with some of, Living for the City, all that whole vibe. You got Ribbon in the
Brick
Sky.
House.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? And then you got writing credits. And every time you look up a Stevie writing credit or a Lionel writing credit, you're gonna find something you didn't.
You're gonna find. Trust me.
Trust
me.
I told Bill, I said, well, the last song they're gonna play is "We Are the World," and then Bill said, well, Lionel got a writing credit on that. I said, I didn't know that.
I looked up writing credits. Now, let me verify all the way that it said "We Are the World," Lionel Richie. So, man. Yeah, that's a writing credit.
I feel like, in my opinion, that's the only person I could envision him going up against that's alive, just because they span similar eras. And then some of the other ones would be the giants, but they're more from an executive level. And I like to see executives go up against executives, producers go up against producers, and writers go up against writers. Stevie, he checks most of those boxes though, which is the weird thing. But I think more often than not, people look at him as, you need to put him up against somebody who could sing, write, and produce. And I think, I guess the Smokey one would fit technically. Let me not.
It could fit, but man, once you said Lionel Richie, that was
it's perfect. Yeah. And they also can't they can't just do 20 songs, like, because they have 20 songs in their catalog that it'll be ties the whole night.
It will probably be how
Earth, Wind,
and Fire and Isley Brothers were. Yeah. And you just sit back, let the music play, let it ride. If you don't want to watch it for that amount of songs, just don't even watch it.
I just thought the fact that Stevie Wonder was there and the fact that Swizz put that out, I wouldn't be surprised if they're talking already. And we started scratching our head on what they're going to do for Juneteenth. What about?
Yeah.
What about if that's the matchup?
Hey,
Amen.
Let's.
And I feel like Stevie Wonder is one of those guys. I always knew Stevie Wonder because back in the 80s, he was that guy that was on all the awards shows that was like blind. It was either him or Ray Charles. They were noticed for their blindness. And then also Cosby Show educated me on how big he was, right? I feel like there's a generation that's not necessarily familiar with too much of Stevie's work to where I would like to see him promoted on the stage like this.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, yeah.
Hey, actually, 2 cents. Let us know.
There you go.
Who he needs to match up with. Like maybe you guys have thoughts that we didn't really factor in. So I want to hear your 2 cents on who should Stevie go up against.